Test-driven development is an approach that helps you catch bugs earlier in the development process, improve code quality, and increase confidence in your code base. It's a process where you write tests even before you write the code. I'll show you an example. Let's say we have a requirement that an instructor cannot cancel a class less than 2 hours before it starts. But we don't start coding it first. Instead, we write a test case. Open the instructor test class, instructor test, scroll down to the bottom, and let's write a test first. Public function, test, cannot cancel class less than 2 hours before. Okay, let's create an instructor, see the class types, and all of this will be the same. Just that we need to make sure this is less than 2 hours from now. So we can use the now method and add an hour, add hour 1, and then set the minute to 0, seconds to 0. It's minutes, yeah. So this will create a class that is less than 2 hours from now. Next, let's take the action, that is response, this acting as user. The same thing, we hit the delete route with this scheduled class ID. And then we have to assert that this isn't possible. That means we should still have that scheduled class in the row. So this assert database has scheduled classes table, ID, scheduled class ID. Alright, now let's copy this and run the test. We obviously already know that it fails because we haven't even built that feature, but let's test it. This is how test-driven approach is. Yeah, as expected, failed asserting that the row in the table matches. That means it got deleted. The table is empty. Expected. Now let's add the logic to make this test pass. If you remember, we created a scheduled class policy and authorized the delete action if the instructor's ID, that is the signed in instructor's ID, matches the scheduled class ID. Now here we can add another condition saying and the date and time of this scheduled class, date time is greater than now add 2 hours. That is, it's more than 2 hours from now. Only if this is the case, this delete action should be authorized. Now run the test again. You can keep everything the same. Just run the test again. It passes. Great. The instructor cannot delete this class. That's good. But the instructor should not even be able to see the cancel button, right? He's still able to see that cancel button. Let's go to the index view of upcoming play.php. And down here, let's display this entire div only if the instructor is authorized. But even before we do that, we need to assert that instructor is not able to see the cancel button. So that can be done here. Response equals this acting as user. Let's go to this particular route, instructor/schedule using the get method. And response assert cannot see text, assert see text, don't see text, yeah. Assert don't see text, cancel. Okay, and now this should again fail. Let's see. Yeah, like we expected, it fails because we can see cancel right here. Now let's make it pass like we discussed. We go to the upcoming blade view. Let's display this div only if the instructor is authorized to delete. So we can do that using the can blade directive, specify the action, and pass the model here, which is the class, then end can after the div. Right now, let's try and run the test one last time. Now you see this test passes with both the assertions. Great, let's run the entire instructor test now to ensure that we haven't broken anything meanwhile. So sail artisan test, filter, instructor test. I think I made that typo all over again. Great, 4 tests have passed with 9 assertions, so while adding the new feature, we haven't broken anything. That's how test-driven development is done. For every feature or requirement of your project, you first write the test case, defining your expectation, and then go ahead and build it. As you can see, it's a nice structured approach and gives you more confidence while building.